Hello, Dominic from BMT Spain, the channel for beginners to advanced players. And this is the second class of the beginners course. And we will start today again with some throwing and catching, because we have seen that the coordination and the running is not that good, because she hasn't done any ball sports and or running sports. And for that we need always to start with throwing and catching to get used to that. And today we will do the start of the one-handed backhand. So we will start with the thumb in the heart, and from there some touching and finish. Then we will go in the back from the racket, some touch and finish, and also from a quiet position and from a running position. And to finish we will repeat the beginnings of the serve. So let's go. So we start again with the catching and throwing, and we go first with one hand, a little bit to find the distance, and going in the right way, also trying to look a little bit for the balance. And this is what we will do every class, because as you can see, she needs that a little more. She's not used to have a ball sport, so try to find the ball, try to get to the ball, learn to read the ball, the height, the speed, the bounce is all new for her. So little by little, but we will see in 10 classes this should be already be better. We try to do 2 classes in 1 week, because that's better for the repetition. If I could, I would do 3, but we start with 2. So here we go again with both hands. Now this is to get the body in the right position, if everything goes well. And we do the directions, forward, sideways, backwards. And she doesn't always follow her hands, so she's not actually always going in the natural way, which is supposed to be the idea. If you follow your hands, your body will follow your hands, and then the hands will bring your body in the right position. Your hands will take the right distance, and for that this is very natural. You use your hands every day. From the morning you wake up, you get out of bed, you get dressed, you eat, you shower, all these things. Well, from morning till evening you're using your hands, so it should be easy. So we will start with the one-handed backhand, and we're going to place the thumb on the racket so we can start to touch and then touch and finish. So we start with the one-handed backhand. We will also do the two-handed backhand. I always give the students the possibility so that they can choose with one hand, with 2 hands, and they have to choose afterwards which one they feel comfortable with. And a lot of them will take 2 hands, but I give them the opportunity. So here we start with the thumb in the heart of the racket and learning to push the ball up, and from there we push and we try to make that finish. So the thumb starts from the left side and goes to the right side. Here I'm going to get a correction of her finish. That's how she should finish. The finish is important at BMT, touch and finish. Maybe have the Oscar Wagner, find it, feel it and finish. So this is what we work on. Now this is without movement and with the short racket, let's say, getting a little bit used to use that arm a little more. There she starts to go up a little better, but the body is still not fixed enough. So, but this will come. This is coordination. That's why we also do the throwing and catching exercises. So little by little you will see that it will become easier to start to push the ball up. Now, because she's frontal, there's no swing towards the ball, so this is what we are going to have more. Once we have the racket in the back, now we will learn to walk to the ball, find it, getting behind the hands towards contact, and in the 3 directions. So forward, sideways, backwards we will also do, but because there's not a lot of backswing, it's not that easy. So this is actually the most difficult part. But the more we get in the back, the easier it will become. But it's also the idea to learn to go in the right way to the ball. As you could see, the backwards movement was not correct, but that's why we are practicing. So here she doesn't go again with both hands, but it will get better also. Here she went backwards, not sideways. And now we will have a little more the racket and the touch and finish. So we will work more on the finish and see if the racket like this is in the right position. So she still has no backswing, let's say, but we will get to that bottom towards the ball, and then you will already have a little more power because of that rotation of the racket towards contact. And this is what we will do normally in the next step. So here we start with the butt cap towards the front, and from here on we will turn the racket against the ball, and this is what I'm explaining. Yeah, the tip of the racket in the back pointing the butt cap towards the ball, and from there she has to wait and turn the racket against the ball. So you will see that in the beginning, again here she's not lifting out of the arm, she tries to only turn the racket, but now it's turn and go up. She has to turn the racket against the ball and going up. So it's a one-handed backhand. Also here on this side she has to learn to watch the ball, learn to understand that here I'm saying that the ball is slow, she has more time, she doesn't have to rush, and directly you will see a big difference. Voila, that she taking her time, let the ball come to you and just wait, and from there you push the ball up over the net. That's the idea. And we're already starting with the touch and finish. So the other arm is low. Here I show that the arm should be higher. There the butt cap was not really in front. So if the butt cap is not in front, you are more looking for power, and because the racket comes more from the back, you don't have to look that much for power. And here we start again to have the directions. Learn to walk to the ball, learn to find the distance, and also here always the same, touch and finish, but the racket is in the back, so she will have normally a little more power, voila, like this, just by the turn of the racket and the lifting of the arm. And the next step will be again like here, she has to touch and finish, and always we do that same 3 steps. Touch, finish, and the racket gets more from the back. Normally in the next class we will also do the preparation, so then it should be more fluent. But these are the steps, try to follow them and take as long as necessary to get this part right. So first from the frontal position, that's from the sideways position with the butt cap. And now we're already starting by taking the racket more in the back at the normal place, normal short. And because she's taking the racket back, she will also get more power against the ball. So you will see that the balls will leave faster the racket, and everything gets more and more easy. But she has to focus on getting the racket in the right position, butt cap to the front, tip of the racket in the back. Now she's just turning the racket and lifting the ball, and the next step again should be touch and finish, like we always do. The finish is very important at BMT, so here I'm asking her, now she will touch and finish. So up there we go, she turned a little bit too much, but in the beginning, don't worry, better too much than too little. So let the ball come to you, you turn the racket, you lift the ball, and you finish. Find it, feel it, and finish the Oscar Wagner system. So, and again here the directions, the running, the finding the ball, getting towards the ball, following the hands towards contact, turn and touch, find it, and then the touch is feeling it, and the steps are always the same. So here we will start now to finish. Actually when she makes contact she has to pull the racket across from left to right. She finds it, she touches it, and then she finishes. So the finish is pull the racket across the body. And again the serve here, we always start with throwing and the 3 positions, the frontal position, the half open position, and then the normal position. So this is the half open, and then we will go to the normal position, the closed you can call it if you want, and from there we will start to bring in the toss. So this is still the finding the turn in that position, throwing, a good serve is a good throwing motion. So if you learn to throw, you will get a good serve. And now you have the toss, yeah, the 1 and the 2, so the combination of the left arm and the right arm, yeah, which in the beginning struggle a lot. Now because there's no ball and a ball she has to hit, this sounds easy, but once the racket comes in, yeah, you will see that she will struggle a little bit more. But this is the way. So we have here the half open position, toss and throw, and the straight position again here, toss and throw. And once we have that done, yeah, we will go and take the racket. Again, we will take the racket short, yeah, by the heart. Yeah, shorter is normally more control, and the further you go away, the longer the racket gets, the more power you get by just doing the same. So now you will see, yeah, the difference. Now there is a ball in play, but we have to focus more on the toss. So once the toss gets regular, it's easier to do the rest. So, but the combination, yeah, from left and right, it's not bad, but you should go a little bit more up. But this is why we're practicing, to get used to it. This is still the half open, and now she should go to the straight position. Voila. See, there she didn't turn enough. So toss, turn and stretch was a little better. Okay, here she starts to jump, no problem. It's no need in the beginning, but if she feels comfortable with that, don't worry too much. Now we start to take the racket in the back, and if she will touch the ball well, then you will see that the ball will get more speed, will go further, using the larger angle of the racket. But the rhythm, the toss and the stretch, and also again here the 3 positions, frontal, half open, and then the straight position. But we have a lot of work to do on the toss and then the combination of the two. But until now I'm happy with it. So it's not that easy. If you have never played with balls or any ball sport, then the combination, the coordination, it needs some repetition. So now we will start here trying to get that whole stroke, trying to find that rhythm, because in the first class we had everything we have done until now we had done in the first class, so this was only repeating. And now we will start to bring the full swing in it. So in a while we will also learn to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 points: the toss, the bend, the turn, the stretch, and then the let's call it the wrist action. So she did it. Now I will show some exercise with the bag, what she's supposed to do, so it should be fluent. And with the bag of balls, you can feel that the balls, they go well or they don't go well. So that was not so bad. Voila, this is what we always practice, and then we try to get it with the racket. So now both arms have to do their job. The left arm the job, the right arm the job, two different. So in the beginning we just try to do them in rhythm, and afterwards, once she has the rhythm, she can start to choose if she wants a more abbreviate or she wants a big movement. So there the ball is a little bit too low, and there the ball is much higher, and that starts to get more easier. But we are just now looking to find that rhythm between the left and the right arm. So there it was more an abbreviated one. So because the ball is lower, she doesn't have enough time. So that's why now we start to focus more on the toss. So the left arm should go up all the way. Sometimes she stops, and you have to get a fluent toss. If it's possible, you go to the top, stretch the arm completely, little by little, up. And there was also more an abbreviated one. So in the beginning, okay, you don't worry too much. But if the abbreviated one breaks the rhythm, we take a big stroke. So now we will practice a little bit the shadow swing, and after that we go again. So here you can see she tries to stay more quiet, let's say. She keeps the feet on the ground, that's the idea. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the idea. We start to count now little by little to have a rhythm idea. And here the surprise for saying Andre, dancing is rhythm, dancing is coordination, so dancing is good for tennis.
Tenemos un jardín, momentos de jazmín, y es que yo quiero que reine